I got another banger for you guys. Stay tuned. Guys, welcome to the Mr. Bubbles channel, where we dish out awesome pressure washing business advice to beginners. And I got a doozy for you guys today. But before we get into it, I wanted to make a quick announcement because you guys have been asking me about this. Our truck build series, guys. I'm super excited. I've had hundreds of you guys email me about the truck build series. It's coming up. Remember, it's episode 110 to 120. So make sure you stay glued to the Mr. Bubbles channel, because that's coming out in the next week to 10 days, right around that time frame. So let's go ahead and jump into today's episode, guys. I am doing a recap. Of course, I am back from the Orlando Power Washing Convention. And oh, by the way, if you haven't watched the previous video, I did like a walkthrough of the convention. You get to see all the top vendors and all the sites, if you will, of the convention there. And they demoed a what is that thing called? A drone, a pressure washing drone. So you get to see that a little bit. But anyway, so let's get into this, guys. Today I got the top 5 takeaways. Now, I talked to a lot of different people during the convention, and this is from my understanding, this is like the biggest things that people learned. Now, there were masterminds classes happening all over the place, but definitely these are some of the top things that people learned, these 5 things. And then at the very end, I am going to give you guys my personal biggest takeaway from going to this power washing convention. And of course, I mentioned this, this convention happens every year. This year was the 5th year of the convention. So make sure that you, if you're listening to this and you did not go to the convention, that you're going to be present at next year's convention in 2025. Put that on your mental calendar, if you will. So let's get into it, guys. So number 1, the thing that they talked a lot about is marketing. Now, if you follow the Mr. Bubbles channel, which most of you guys do, you know that marketing is it's like the number 1 thing I talk about, guys. Like, I talk about that a lot because, I mean, at the end of the day, if you think about it, right, marketing to a business is like blood to our body, right? So what would be the body without the blood? What would be a business without the marketing, right? So you need to make sure that you have marketing. Now, there was a lot of old school talk there. They talked about yard signs. They talked a lot about, actually, also some new school stuff like Facebook. But you guys know that I don't really recommend that for absolute brand new guys. I have a rule. My rule is, you got to be doing $30,000 and up a month before you get into your expensive paid marketing, like your Yelp, your Facebooks, and all that. But anyway, the bottom line is what I recommended in Mr. Bubbles channel is you guys do a lot of target marketing, right? Like go out and you're doing sales pitches and face-to-face marketing. Guys, you got to remember this. In this type of economy, in a down economy, consumers want to do business with companies they know, they trust, and they like, right? So you got to get your face out there and meet people and that sort of thing. But yeah, a lot of talk about marketing, which makes sense. And by the way, if you have not done this already, make sure you go back into my library, my archives there, and you watch episodes 51 through 59. It's our marketing series. We talk about sales and target marketing and also social media marketing and all of that stuff. But they had a mastermind on marketing. And like I said, they talked about yard signs. Now, the way you want to do yard signs, guys, I would not go out randomly putting out, hundreds of yard signs a week. Those things do not work as well as they did, let's say, 4 years ago, before everybody else was doing them. So, when you're in your marketplace, wherever you are, right, you need to make sure you're zigging when your competition is zagging. And then when your competition starts to zag, you need to zig. And that's if you want to make money in a pressure washing business. You need to create your own thing. And what I would do if I were you is I would create a yard sign that says, this house was professionally washed by, and then put that in the lawns of homes you already do. I wouldn't go about randomly, just putting these things out all over town, and also make sure that it's branded properly, meaning your yard signs, guys, they got to have your name, your phone number, and everything. Don't just put house washing phone number. Put your website and all of that good stuff. So they did talk a lot about marketing. And then the other thing is, number 2 on our list, they talked a lot about sales. Well, I mean, guys, like I think from the very first couple of episodes of the Mr. Bubbles channel, we've been talking about sales, and we talk about sales a lot. As a matter of fact, I tell you guys, you should be doing 100 commercial sales pitches a month and 100 residential pitches a month. And of course, my sales pitch, guys, remember the sales pitch, the anatomy of a sales pitch: introduction, short story, presentation, the close, and then the upsell. Make sure you email me so I can send you my marketing blueprint on that. But anyway, for the purposes of this video, I'm not going to break down everything that was said about sales. But Jason Guyman, a lot of you guys follow his channel. He actually spoke a lot on the topic of sales. And one of the things that that he mentioned was the love languages. Now, let me know this in the comment section. If you want me to do a video about the love languages, if you don't know what I'm talking about, guys, Google that. There are things like gifts of kindness or words of affirmation, things of that nature. There's 5 love languages. It's a great book to read, by the way. But anyway, so Jason was talking about the importance of the love languages when it comes to selling. And you guys know this. My golden rule of selling is, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And at the end of the day, selling or sales, it's all about building relationships with people. So again, I covered that in my marketing series. We did sales in episode 52. So make sure you study up on that. Buy books on the subject of sales. But at the end of the day, guys, like, you just need to get out there, right? Like, I promise you, if you pitch 1,000 people in a calendar year, so you're pitching at least 100 people a month times 10 months, that's over 1,000 people. By your second year, man, you are going to be a ninja out there, guys. You're going to be a ninja. So make sure you get out there and you just practice. Or I should say, I say this a lot, that it's all about the skill sets, and selling is one of the main skill sets that you guys need to develop. Number 3. Okay, so number 3, honestly, guys, this was the buzz of the convention. Like, everyone was talking about this, and that is AI. AI stands for artificial intelligence, and more specifically, they're talking about ChatGPT or different chatbots, ChatGPT being the most common one. Now, I'll put up here for you guys, openai.com. That's where you register for ChatGPT now. It's free, does not cost you any money. So, you guys need to stop lollygagging on that and make sure you jump on a bandwagon, because, guys, like, this is the next wave of technology, right? Like, we went from, in the beginning, from, your emails, your internet and all that. You guys remember how, when the internet started with AOL and Hotmail, and then now, and then in the mid-2000s, the introductions of all the smartphones. Now, the next evolution, the next step up, guys, is your AI technology. So I use this a lot. I'm not even kidding you guys. Like, I'm to the point now where I'm using ChatGPT about half an hour to an hour a day. I use it to create scripts, images, post things on Facebook. I'll give you guys a quick example. This is a great tip for you guys. So I recently built a website for a buddy of mine. And so right before I published it, there was something missing about it. There was just something that I didn't really like. So what I did is I went to ChatGPT and I put this in. Please analyze my website and give me tips on how to make it better, how to improve it. And then I just send it a link to my website. Guys, like, in less than 30 seconds, or maybe it was less than 10 seconds, ChatGPT came back with this list. Bam, 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 bam. 10 things, images, and everything, and ways that I could make my website better. So I went in there and I made those changes that ChatGPT suggested. And then check this out. I also had in that same website, I embedded it in it like HTML codes for keywords, right? My buddy has a lawn care business, so I put in like 10 of the top keywords so his website can be found on Google. But guys, like, I don't know anything about codes and HTML. So I went to ChatGPT and I said, write me an HTML codes for tags for my website. And then I gave it the 10 tags, the 10 keywords. So it gave me the code. Then I just took that code and I embedded it in my friend's website. So that's a great tip for you guys if you guys want to do some of that stuff on your own. But, you know, you want to make sure you're using ChatGPT even to create things for your Facebook or also for your Google My Business. And actually, guys, that's a great segue right there to the next thing that they talked a lot about at the convention, which is SEO, search engine optimization. Guys, like, you know, if you are not ranking on Google right now with your business, wow, like you need to fix that ASAP. Now, I created an episode. It's episode 56. Make sure you search that one out, okay? Because I went in that episode line by line, like step-by-step tutorial of how to optimize your Google My Business. You guys need to make sure you jump on that ASAP. And one of the things we talked about on there was creating products. You guys remember that? Creating products. You need to create 10 products for your Google My Business. Name them the things people are searching, right? And then you're going to use ChatGPT to create for you like a description of said product. So like, let's say, as an example, the product is gutter cleaning. So, you know, you go to ChatGPT and you say, you know, please create me 2-3 paragraphs about the importance of getting your gutter cleaning every year. And please use these SEO words, and then put in like 3 to 5 keywords and then post that onto your SEO, onto your Google My Business. That's what SEO is, guys. Search engine optimization. It's literally optimizing your Google My Business so it can be ranked and searchable, right? And found by your local customers there in the area where you are. So they talked a lot about SEO, like almost every mastermind. I was jumping into different masterminds, and then I would spend 10, 15 minutes in one, go to the next one, because most of these were happening simultaneously. So the point is, you need to make sure you jump on these things, guys. AI and SEO and all these things, they're tools to resources for you to be able to improve your business. Like, think of ChatGPT no different than your surface cleaner. You see what I'm saying here, guys? Like, you need to make sure that you're doing everything within your possibility there to improve your business in every area, guys. And this was, I would say, the main theme of this entire expo, Power Washing Expo in Orlando, was that. Like, you have to get with the times, right? If you guys that have Facebook channels and all that, you see everywhere on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, social media, Instagram, they're all talking about this stuff, right? So you need to make sure you get with the times and you guys dive into that. So I'll get off my soapbox on that one. But number 5, that's one of the things I wanted to really dive into. There was a mastermind that I attended, and I talked to like 2-3 people, and they were like, wow, yeah, this is what I needed. They were talking about systems, okay? Systems, guys. Now, systems, yes, you have to have systems from the very beginning. We've talked about this, administration, for example, CRM program, but they really start to play a part, a big part of your business. When you get right into year 3, 4, and you start to hire people, this is when you need to have systems in place. Because, you know, let me ask you something, guys. Do you see yourself like being in a truck and out there washing for 40, 50 years or 30 years? Like, is that what you want to do? You want to be a one-man show for the next 30, 40 years? Or you want to recreate, for example, what I have created here, where you're not having to go in the field. You're not relying on your own physical labor. You got crews out there and you're able to travel. Like, I just came back from a 6-week trip to Cancun. And then as soon as I came back, I went to Orlando. I got another 5, 6, 7 big trips planned throughout the year, including when I'm in season, because I have managers and I have people that run my company. Is that what you want, or you want the first thing I said? You see what I'm saying, guys? Like, you need to make sure that you study these things. Now, the great thing for you is this. Over the next 100 episodes or so, all the way to episode, we're like 102, 103, all the way to episode 100, I'm going to do about 8 or 9 episodes covering the topic of systems and how to install. We're going to start with operations. Like, you guys know this, SOMA, it's my acronym. SOMA stands for Sales, Operations, Marketing, and Administration. We're going to cover the different systems and all of those. But the bottom line, guys, is when we're talking about the Power Washing Expo, they talked a lot about systems. And the key takeaway there is you will not be able to grow a company and make a lot of money if you don't have systems in place. But don't worry, your boy, Mr. Bubbles, I got you covered. I am going to be teaching you guys a lot on that subject. So let's get into what I really wanted to talk about, and that's this. My biggest takeaway from the Power Washing Convention is that it was a great networking opportunity. Like, guys, I mean, wow. You know what? I recently went back through some of my videos, and it turns out that the word I say the most on my channel, well, okay. So besides the word guys, I know you guys say I say the word guys a lot, but besides the word guys, the word I say the most on my channel is networking. And it's because I live what I preach. I am a member of 8 networking groups here in my local area, my local BNI, my Chamber of Commerce, Better Business, Elks Lodge, Moose Lodge, and the list goes on, right? And so, man, wow. Let me tell you a couple stories about networking there at the Power Washing Convention. I met Craig Harrison. He's the owner of F9 Bark, and we've been texting each other ever since the convention. He's the one who actually created that product, okay? And so now, you know, he just, all he does is go jump around from convention to convention. So now he's part of my network. I met Eric Schultz. He's the mastermind behind the power washing drone, and we've been texting each other as well. And then I met a bunch of you guys. I took a bunch of pictures. I'll put up a couple pictures here of different subscribers that I took pictures with. Maybe one of you guys is listening to this and this is your picture. At met about a dozen of you guys up there that went up there. You know, you guys, part of the Mr. Bubbles army, you guys really showed up at the Orlando convention. But so networking, right? You meet people, and then you learn, and there's a sort of synergy that happens, right? Like, I elevated myself because of the people that I met there, and then other people elevated themselves because of meeting me and learning from me, and I learned from others. That's what it's all about. Like, one of the nights that we were there, guys, and I think it was the second, maybe it might have been the third night. I was there the whole week. But we went out to dinner at this hibachi spot down in Orlando, International Drive. Hibachi. It was called, I want to say it was called Kobe's. Yeah, it was called Kobe's, guys, on International Drive. Man, wow. Man, I ate some good food that night, guys. Drank some beer. We drank the Japanese beer Sapporo. If you guys never drink Sapporo, man, you're sleeping. You're sleeping on a good beer. Sapporo, highly recommend that. But anyway, so a team of us went to a Sapporo. Guys, for me, the pressure washing convention was all about networking. It was all about meeting and interacting with you guys. It was all about meeting, guys that are even bigger than me, more ahead of me. Like I was mentioning Craig Harrison. That dude started his pressure washing company in '98, right? So he's been around for a minute. Like, that's a minute. And so the amount of knowledge that you'll learn, like, I mentioned this, I did not know, for example, that you can use F9 bark for oxidation. Who would have thunk it? I did not know. This is my 12th season. I did not know. I've always been using F9 bark just for rust removal. But Craig Harrison, and you guys can go into my shorts, YouTube shorts, and I have an oxidation video there where I recorded him doing it. Like, he hit this electrical box with F9 bark straight. Man, guys, like that, man, it came out like butter, guys, like butter. That thing came off so nice. But that's my biggest takeaway from it was just networking. And for you guys that you're thinking about whether or not going to conventions and seminars and things of that nature is something up your alley, guys, you're going to learn. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to meet some of your biggest vendors that you guys buy products for. Like, for example, I met Bob Schaefer. He's the mastermind behind FinPrint. So, that's another one. But highly recommend you guys go to these shows like myself. And, maybe I'll catch you guys on one of these shows. But that's all I got for you guys today. Really, really appreciate you coming to this crazy channel. Highly recommend you guys watch the next episode. Guys, in the next episode, I am going to show you how I put the ladder stabilizer on the ladder. So stay tuned for that. And also, please email me. I recently came out with the pricing blueprint for you guys for 2024, and I will send that out to you. I've already sent it out to about 500 of you guys, a good 500 of you guys. So, go ahead and email me. I'll put my email right here to make it super simple. ask@mrbubbles.com. And, of course, I answer all of my emails, and I look forward to, always interacting with you guys. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bubbles out.